Hello and welcome back to the top 100 maps of all time with me, BonBonB. I'm BonBonB, you're very, very welcome. And this week we begin the final countdown to the top 50. Yeah, we're at number 55. By Friday we'll be at number 51. And then maybe next week it might be a week's break, depending on the state of the mods and the state of me after the update. We'll see how it goes. But as far as I know, it'll be as of next week at number 50. But let's not jump ahead of ourselves, because we're at number 55, the 55th best map of all time as voted by you. Remember, this is out of over 50,000 maps on the workshop, so we're looking at the top 0.2% of all maps. So, what have we got today? Well, it's a creator that we've seen very recently. I've already mused over them so much that I'm not going to muse over them today. I'm just going to say it's Entre-Deux by Wafthrudnir with an 89.75% approval rating, and it just from up here looks amazing, doesn't it? It's inspired by Reunion, or the Reunion style islands, the French territories in the Indian Ocean, volcanic island. And my first impression of this when I first saw it was it's kind of like a rescaled portion of Bonbon Island, my last map, my favourite map of all the maps that I've made, but not my best map according to the ratings, but my favourite map. And it's like if you took a small portion of that and scaled it up to proper size rather than have it all scaled down to skyline size, then I think it'd probably look a little bit like this, if I had Wafthrudnir's skills, of course. So, what can I tell you? It requires 28 items off of the workshop, no DLCs required. Within those 28 items, we have a theme mix, the Entre-Deux theme mix, which uses Laviante 2.0 theme, the Nemesis LUT, the Relight 2 natural, sorry, the Nemesis theme as well, the Relight 2 natural LUT. Shall I start that again? Yes, it uses the Laviante 2.0 and the Nemesis themes, and the Relight 2 natural LUT. I got there in the end. Amongst other mods it uses, it's optimised for is intersection marking tool, no controller, and it uses the unlimited tree mod, which may or may not be broken next week. Who knows? We can only guess. Anyway, this was released in June of 2021, so relatively recently. It currently has 1,761 subscribers, 273 of those have marked it as a favourite, has a 4-star rating on Steam, with 81 people who have rated it. I reviewed this in episode 1256 of What Map, link is in the description, of which I gave it 4 stars for aesthetics, 4 for detail, and 4 for gameplay potential, which is a good score. Never be put off by the lack of a 5, because 5s are just for, I know, when I get out of bed the right side. So, okay, Wafthrudnir. I'm not going to muse about them today. I've said enough about them in the past, very recently, last week. Right, now where's the start square on this thing? I haven't gotten ready for this yet. Here. So, I think the most obvious route would be to start here and go directly, but I think what we'll do is we'll start here. We'll go all the way across along the highway just to check out the standards, and then we'll take a right and loop around that way into the start square. I think that's what we'll do. So, it's a Wafthrudnir map. Got to love a Wafthrudnir map. Right, we do have simulation rolling, so that's nice, I guess. Yes! Oh, wow. I do love a Wafthrudnir map. It's just my sort of map, okay? Just my sort of creator, just my sort of design and aesthetic and creativity. And while there are other great creators that I can muse over as well that may be as good, I don't think I've ever not loved, absolutely adored, but on a personal level, a Wafthrudnir map, and I think that's what it is, you know. So, right, how's your weekend? I hope your weekend was a good weekend. Mine was spent mostly recording these, or at least it will be spent mostly recording these. I haven't even started yet. My first of 5 today. But yes, Saturday was good. I'm now ploughing into Sunday and just enjoying a perfect bridge. Oh man. we're not going to expect anything less than perfection, really, are we? We're in the top 55 now. Come on, guys. This is oh, what roads were these? Was it a network extensions 2? Let's have a quick look. I normally tell you if there's network extensions 2 required, don't I? Where's the road? I'm not entirely sure. Normally it jumps straight to it. Maybe there's a problem with Find It. I don't know. But anyway, it's definitely not mass transit. But anyway, whatever it is, it's definitely in the one-click collection. And we do have some intersection marking tool working going on there. Do like the okay, the perfection is lacking slightly, but I do like the dotted line running alongside the hard line here. Stop traffic from crossing over into the merge lane. It's very nice to see that one. Very few creators have done that, and it definitely works for me. And coming across towards the big old bridge, and what happens with a big old bridge? Well, everybody loves a big old bridge. Oh man, and again, what a splendid asset this is. If nothing else, let's just appreciate the workmanship of all workshop creators that are producing optimized items like this. Is just so good, so good. We're blessed, not just map makers but asseteers and modders as well. Fantastic. Anyway, we were heading down. I'm not sure where we were turning. I think this was the one that goes directly up. This one just cuts the map in half. We'll have a look at the intersection anyway, but we'll move on to the next one so we can come back across the map. Very nice intersection again. It's a bit like a bulb. An onion. It's an onion intersection. I'm sure it's not called the onion intersection, but that's how I'm going to refer to it, I think. And then we can move on and head across the estuary. Nice. Does, like I say, just looking at that has a Bonbon Island kind of vibe to it. Kind of. Yes, I've used a different biome. I've got a different theme mix. I've used different trees, but the shape and the curves just ties in really nicely with I just feel it's like a rescaled Bonbon Island. Anyways, of course, Bonbon Island was this was inspired by Reunion in the Indian Ocean. Bonbon Island was inspired by Camiguin in the Philippines, and Hikdok Island as well, inspired for the airport island on mine. Alright, next intersection. This is where we're going to take the turn off. Oh, we've got a rail. We've got a rail interplaying with the roads here. And we have got... Look at that. I love it when it's done so well that you just know that you couldn't do any better. And I know that I couldn't do any better. That is majestic and marvellous and brilliant. All three of those three things. Right, we're going to take a little turn here, I think, and head inland towards the start square. So yes, we've got some cracking maps coming up this week, as you'd expect, when we're getting up towards the top 50. Of course, when we hit the top 50, my line looking at the top 0.2% of maps on the workshop becomes looking at the top 0.1% of maps on the workshop. We may even be at that location now, of course. Intersection there. Probably going to want to play with Traffic Manager just to help the traffic flow along here. But yeah, it does feel like a map that would be played by a modded player. Anyway, yes, yeah, top 0.1% of all maps on the workshop. I mean, once you're in that level, then you're talking about the elite. We will have a few of the all-star maps from the past, because there are still, I think it's 3 maps to come that I don't have permission to show. So we will show a few all-star maps as well, I think at the end of the series, there's one more map I would like to show that I think's robbed of a place in the top 100 solely because it was 100% vanilla. I didn't use any fancy themes, and I think with fancy themes it would have been comfortably in the top 100. It's definitely, well, for me, it's my second favourite map of all time, and only just in second place. Intersections going on there. Look at the interplay. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. The rail bridge is done beautifully. We'll have a look at the rail bridges in a moment. Was this the start square intersection? It does feel like it might be, you know. You know what it is? Oh, look at that. I've forgotten about that. All right. So, yeah, that is blinking lovely. Build a city on the central island type area there. Do you know what I can see here would be quite a densely packed European style city, and then over here farmlands and maybe a small town along the river over there, farmlands over here and maybe a small town over there. So basically a few small to medium sized towns interlinked. I think that would work really well, but I can imagine a really spectacular city build on here. Absolutely spectacular. And spectacular intersections. Just look at the intersection. Oh, man. I could look at these all day. We haven't got all day. We've got to look at other things like the rail. I did promise a little look at the rail. Let's just jump straight to the interesting bridge over bridge kind of thing, yeah? We have this one, which has been very sweetly detailed there. We jump across this bridge to the big old bridge. Everybody loves the big old bridge. Beautifully done. Excellent, excellent custom asset. And then across to the double span big old bridge. Oh, spectacular. We do have a few pillars that have respawned. Of course, that's really easy to remove with the Move It tool. Just select it, delete the pillar, and that will look absolutely amazing. So yeah, there's all. So we looked at networks. Let's have a look at terrain away from the build plane. Why not? We got some really nice rivers running up the canyons. Not sure what you'd be doing with these, but they look so good. I'm so glad they're included. And it does break up the map. Could do a walking tour or something like that here. Extreme sports, canoeing, parascending, whatever extreme sports, ballooning. It's not really an extreme sport, but ballooning, kite flying. Competitive kite flying. Yep. Kite fighting. I didn't do that in what's it called? Big Bang Theory, wasn't it? A few switchbacks going up the side of the hill there. Very lovely. Coming back down this way, we've got a little rocky area going on here. Oh, there you go, rockfall. There we go. I've forgotten about that fella. So yeah, we've got the rockfall. You can see where the river used to flow. Down this way. And out. And now it's had to find a different route, which has gone this way down and joining the main river there. That is a really lovely addition. You don't see that in many maps. It's just so clever. So clever. All good. The amount of dry rivers we see, but not one where we've got something like that. And it's just look at this rockfall. You'll see the entire side of the mountain is just caved down and through. And it's remarkable. It's remarkable. Buildable area. I mean, what do you want? It's flat. Not perfectly flat, but flat. Or is it not perfectly flat? It looks... Well, it's flat enough, isn't it? Even if there is a slope running. Has to be a slope running down it, doesn't it, to get down to the coast. But that's just so good again. Coast. Some nice beaches. Nice little beachy areas. Because we have the Highlands. That would work with hotels and retreats. What's that up there? Oh no, that's just horizon. Sorry. It's the light shining out through under the trees. I thought I'd missed a castle. Can't be missing a castle now, can we? But yeah, loving the change of biomes as we head down from the tree line into smaller trees into the water. With a little blending of palm trees just to transition it through. This is how you do next level tree painting, you know. Do a merge. Do one sort of tree, do another sort of tree, then a blend in between. So you just get a transition through. And that is just great work. And great rivers. Great map. Entre-Deux. Oh look, we've got another dry river over here. What's going on over here? Have we got another can't be another rockfall. Can't be two rockfalls on the same map. Or maybe this is just a dry one. I'm just heading up this way for a little follow. We can see where the water would have followed. I think in the original review Wafthrudnir did cover that in the comments. I don't recall. Check out the original review, read the comments. You can find out even more. But anyway, what a lovely map. Well worth a thought, especially with that unusual build start square along this ridge in the middle there. Plenty of room to break out onto other sides. But if you want to focus on a European style, almost like an Italian style build, that would work really well. There we go. Entre-Deux by Wafthrudnir, 89.75% approval rating, our 55th best map of all time as voted by you. Now if you haven't gone and had a look at Cities Skylines 2 o'clock from this week, please go and do it. We have the update coming tomorrow and there might be some tips and advice in there that just sort of like nudge you in the right direction so your game might not break. Make sure you go and do that, please. Anyway, that's it from me. Thanks for watching, for commenting, for liking and for subscribing, and thanks to all the BonBon buddies over on Patreon and YouTube membership for supporting the channel. You guys really are the best. And I'll be back tomorrow with the 54th best map of all time. I'll see you very soon. Thanks for watching.